Sweet. Alright, let's do it. Let's roll.
Hey, I'm Ben, and this is a story about taking a problem and turning it into
Up the line.
finding a solution to a really big problem.
Okay.
I didn't walk off.
Facing's off.
I'm not a professional. What can I tell you? I'm getting paid in hats and fishing nets, so. Okay, let's try this again. My name is Ben, and this is a story about turning a big problem into a hat brim.
Tú cantabas triste por el camino, viejas melodías en guaraní.
It all started here, on the coast of Chile, where two friends and I started a company called Borreo. We set out to collect fishing nets and turn them into products like skateboards, sunglasses, and surf fins, with the goal of cleaning up our oceans and helping protect the way of life for these local fishing communities, who we'd grown to love. It turns out the ocean is filled with a lot more discarded fishing nets than we thought. You probably already know this, but we have a huge plastic problem. It's all around us. A lot of this plastic is ending up in our ocean. And the most harmful form is discarded fishing nets. It stays right below the surface, destroying marine life. So in order to create a solution for this harmful waste, we took a hard look at the lifespan of a net as well as the waste management obstacles facing these fishing communities. To further understand, let me give you some context. Today, that's not gonna work. Today, many plastic-based products have alternatives, but that's not the case for fishing nets. Fishermen depend on these nets to sustain their way of life. With limited access to waste management infrastructure, sadly, many of these nets can be left in the marine environment. Originally, fishing nets were made from natural fibers, like this, that could easily biodegrade in the marine environment. Then about 40 years ago, plastic-based fishing nets arrived that were stronger, lighter, and easier to repair. Before plastic nets were introduced, a worn-out net would either get repaired or break down naturally. Now today, when a plastic-based net gets discarded in the marine environment, it can last hundreds of years, degrading the same habitat they depend on to fish. So that's the cycle we're trying to change. It's a story about education and innovation for us and the fishermen. The fishermen never had a positive end-of-life solution for their fishing nets, which has resulted in many having no choice but to discard their nets in harmful ways. So when we discovered that these nets are actually made from a highly recyclable raw material, the light bulb moment happened, and we knew just who to call.
I was kind of brought to the table and told, all right, sorry, I'm getting a call. Can I get up?
Yep.
Okay, so sorry. Hey Ben, how's it going?
Hey Karen, are you filming with the team today?
Yeah, it looks like I've got a camera right in front of my face.
Ah, perfect. Big day today.
Yeah, we're just about to start.
Okay, awesome. Well, good luck.
All right, talk soon.
Yeah, see ya. This is Karen, and I'm really glad you guys connected, because without her, none of this would have been possible.
The idea was, where can we use Borreo within Patagonia's line? Patagonia as a whole is trying to switch over as much virgin plastic as possible. The issue that we have with virgin plastic is that it causes more impact. Virgin plastic is all derived from petroleum. It's one of the byproducts of crude oil. And so our issue there is that is more energy intensive to produce. You're inherently impacting more than you would if you were using something that's reusable. That's the whole idea behind a post-consumer recycled product, which is what fishing nets are. They've already been in use in the industry. They went through their entire life cycle, and we're taking them back to the beginning of a life cycle and reusing them.
So we locked arms with Patagonia and got to work. After 5 years of trials, I think we got it just right. Here's how it works. We build relationships with fishing communities across South America and pay each fishery a premium for every kilo of discarded net they return. We then employ teams of local workers to sort, cut, clean, bale, and tag these nets before being sent to a recycling partner in the south of Chile. The nets are then transformed into fully traceable pellets, where they are ready to replace virgin plastics for good. This allows us to scale positive solutions to this once harmful material, opening up a world of opportunities to work with companies like Patagonia to reimagine some of their most iconic products. Well done. So just as discarded nets are hiding below the surface, so is virgin plastic inside of every hat you've ever owned. So we're partnering with Patagonia to replace the plastic in all of their hat brims with our fully traceable 100% recycled fish nets, a material we call Net Plus. And cut. That felt good.
Yeah, it felt good.
By turning used fishing nets into hat brims, we're helping keep more than 70,000 pounds of this harmful waste out of our landfills and oceans this year alone. That's nearly 60 pallets of fishing nets, nearly 10 truckloads of material.
It's one step towards saving our home planet. It's keeping fishing nets out of the ocean. It's reducing your pollution. It's reducing your impact. It's preventing, more crude oil being changed into HDPE. Overall, it's less impact. And I think anything that we can do as a consumer on a day-to-day basis to reduce your impact is huge. It's very important.
We owe it to the ocean. It's what led us here in the first place. This entire idea began out of our love for the surf and this wild coast. The least we can do is help protect it.
So in the end, we went from 100% recycled, 100% traceable, 100% fish nets to Bryn.